Hello, beautiful artists. Today I am playing with, I just received this fun, I love my metallics. So I received this fun, it's called the Cocktail series. This is MAB, but look at those colors. This reminds me, I don't much drink anymore. Sometimes occasional champagne or something like that to celebrate, but for the most part, I don't. My stomach doesn't like it. But look at these fun colors. Let me just spray them real quick. If there's water in that. The first thing I thought of is eons ago, I used to love a Cosmopolitan because of course, you guys, it had that bright pink quin magenta color that I still seem to be attracted to. And the blue kind of reminded me of a blue Hawaiian. Remember those? I'd always have when we'd go to like Hawaii or something. Maybe I don't know, because I didn't drink these, whiskey sour or an old fashioned or something. And then that maybe like an apple martini. So with all that being said, I thought today we could kind of play with these and I'd paint my version of maybe a blue Hawaiian with a big piece of pineapple in there, maybe a pink Cosmopolitan that I don't even remember what they used to put in those, maybe a lime. I don't remember, but anyway, that's not the point. I really wanted to share these with you because they are so pretty. I did, as soon as I got them, I did a little swatch of them so I could kind of see the colors and look at how pretty they are. I think this cocktail series is going to be really fun for the holidays too, maybe for some baubles or little ornaments or something. So we'll be playing with those more. What I want to do right now, and by the way, I'm going to be, I kind of sketched out a couple glasses here. And this is on my Meeden 140-pound cold pressed paper. The Meeden is 100% cotton. By all means, use your Artisto. You know, I love, love, love the Artisto. And where is my Artisto? Here we go. Excellent, has great texture, and if you wanted to give it as a gift, you could even pull out the page because it's perforated, so feel free to use your Artisto or whatever paper you have. I would make sure it's 140-pound cold press. And let's go ahead and get started. So I'm going to see what I can do with this. My first thought to kind of get, I'm going to keep this really simple because I really just want to show you these colors. But I thought what would be really cool with that blue would be to use that cellophane. I don't have any cellophane here, but it could create that look of maybe some ice cubes. But I don't have that, so I'm not going to be using that today. I am using my paintbrushes. This is a limited release, so not sure if there's any left, but you can find the link below for those. And this is my 8 round. It came with a set of 5. I'm mostly a floral painter, so they're perfect for florals with the filbert and everything. But as you're going to see here, I'm going to use this for, a cocktail. So they can be used for anything, really. What I want to do first, because I want this to have a washy look because it's liquid, is I'm going to go ahead and I think I'll actually use my bigger brush so I can cover more space. So this is my big old bad boy 16 round. And I'm just going to wet this. I don't want any puddles necessarily. I just want to wet it. So it's going to be just shiny. And then I'll maybe use some gouache or something like that to create some white highlights, maybe coming from the glass. And I wish I had my cling wrap or saran wrap, because I think that would be really great to create the look of ice cubes, but I don't have that in here. I'd have to go to the kitchen. All right, I've got that nice and glossy, nice and shiny. Let's go ahead and go in and pick up some of that gorgeous blue in this cocktail series. Thank you, MAB, for making this. Let's get that in there. I want to lighten that a bit. And actually what I might do first is go in with, let's go in here and maybe use a little bit of this turquoise blue because I really wanted this pretty turquoisey blue. Now it's got this mixed in with it, and actually what I might do is go ahead and mix that together. I love the MAB Metallics to use them in that way. I think they're really, really pretty. But what I want to do first and foremost, and now this is probably drying, is get that turquoisey color, just a layer of that in here. And I don't want it too consistent, just kind of plain and having fun. So I've got that nice little wash here. I might just add, now that's going to be wet on dry, which is what I want because I want more of a line so it looks like the rim of the glass there. So wet on dry is going to give me more of a kind of define hard line. And then I might just go in here and add, now I've got that beautiful blue in that cocktail series that I'll put kind of down here at the bottom of the glass. And I might even have a little bit of a, maybe a reflection there. Just going in with some, tapped off my brush. And lifting a bit. So I'm seeing that MAB really does lift just fine. Maybe tap in a tiny bit. There we go. Okay, let's let that dry a minute and let's go over here to our fun pink martini here, Cosmopolitan. And I'm going to do the same thing. Just going to wet that area. There we go. And let's use this fun pink. Isn't that funny? Even back then, back in the day, it's always so funny to me to see how I've always been attracted to that pink color. Isn't that fun? Now I'm going to go wet on dry up here because again, I want that hard line so that I can make it look like there's a rim there. And look at the fine little line I can get with this big old bad boy brush. So I'm already loving the iridescence in that. I think what I'll do here is go in and add a tiny bit more, just tapping in. Oh, that's, you know, the cling wrap would be so perfect here. What I could do is let me wad up a piece of tissue paper, if I can find my tissue paper. And it might give us a similar type of look. I really want to wad it up so I get maybe some of, yeah, that even works. So it kind of gives the illusion of maybe some ice in there. And then I'm going to take my smaller brush and I'll just go in and mix some of that iridescent blue with some of my turquoisey blue. And go in and just tap in a little bit here and there. Maybe in some kind of like square type shapes because ice cubes are kind of square. And I just want to clean up those edges. So I'll go in and maybe lift out a square here, maybe another square there. So it just kind of looks like it could be ice cube shaped, like that. Maybe go ahead and add a tiny bit more. Pull out that Isn't that fun? And believe me, I have become the queen of figuring out how to make drinks that are non-alcoholic. And you know what's really great, you guys, is I don't have a hangover in the morning. I mean, that's a plus right there. I'm going to use that tissue up there again. I feel like at the bottom it would be a little bit darker. So look how fun that is. Let's get that tissue again. I'll just get a different spot on the tissue, but I really want it to be crinkly. That's my word, guys. So it looks like those ice cubes in there. And then how about if we paint, I think a blue Hawaiian might have pineapple in it, I think. So let's grab some yellow here. I've actually got lemon yellow in my little palette here. And that's pretty bright, so that's gonna really show up nicely. And let's see, let's do something like that, kind of winging this here. And maybe it's on the outside of the cup. And then the other half is there. Never painted pineapple before, guys, so bear with me here. And then I might, once this dries, I'll go inside the cup with the pineapple. And then I think pineapple kind of has this like brown little dots on it, you know, on the rind. I will then go into this fun little palette and let's grab that gold and just add some of that in here and there. Ooh, look how fun that is. Pick a little bit of that up. Just to add some interest there. Oh, how fun is that? Makes me want to go get my mocktails out and make a drink. And then I'll also add a straw, but I want to wait for that to dry. Now let's see, in here, let's add a tiny bit just to show maybe that pink is reflecting a little bit there. So I got it wet first and just kind of brought it down. There we go. Yeah, I like that. And I'm going to use a gray, which I don't have in that palette, but I'm going to use a really, 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 maybe even a Payne's gray, I think would be good. And I want this really faint. So I'm adding quite a bit of water in there, probably 80% water, 20% pigment, tapping off my brush, tap, tap, tap. And let's go in and maybe add some little colors here that look like the bottom of the glass, like that. Ooh, this is so fun. So glad I thought to do this today. I thought I want to use this cocktail collection, and I thought, well, I don't drink anymore much, not to say I never do. But look how fun that is. And then I think over here, I should have painted it darker so there'd be more contrast, but that's okay. I'm gonna paint maybe a white or gray kind of stripe there for the glass. And then let's do a little bit of gray here. Let's see. Just the rim of the glass there, just kind of gives that feeling that there is some of that gray, be around the bottom. Oh, so fun. I might even go just a tad bit darker with some, mix maybe some of that blue. But let's see the Prussian blue. That's quite blue. I'm gonna mix it with a little bit of the blue, tap my brush off. And then I'll just go in here. Yeah, just makes it a little colorful. So fun, right? So if you can't drink it, we can certainly paint it, which works for me. And that kind of, because this was wet still, so I'll just kind of pick that up. That's okay, no worries. I'm gonna do the outside of the cup or the glass. Like that. Ah, so fun. Might even do a tiny bit of that pink just at the bottom here, like it's reflecting. Look how fun that is. Maybe a little bit of the blue down there, like it's reflecting. Ah, so fun. Now I could shoot this with something so that it dries and I can do some more of that pineapple going into the glass. Let's do, gosh, I do not remember what they put in a Cosmopolitan. And I know whatever I put, you know, if there's bartenders in the house here, go ahead. So maybe, or if you want to share your mocktail ingredients, that would be fun too. There we go, just doing a little negative painting there around maybe some ice cubes. Like that. Let's see here. I'm gonna add, I just went in with the darker hue here, and I'm just gonna add a little bit of that along this edge. So fun. All right. Now, let's go back to this Cosmopolitan. Let's see, what do you put in a Cosmopolitan? My goodness. I'm going to put a cherry because I like cherries. So let's use a dark version of that metallic, and I'm going to mix it with a little rose red or some type of red. Let's see, rose red, maybe, ooh, that's a good cherry color. Yeah. Now this might be wet, but let's see. I'm gonna go ahead and put it kind of floating in there. Look how fun that is. Oh, isn't that fun? Maybe we should do another one and we'll kind of put them on it like a toothpick. Not a toothpick, but the cocktail picks. Maybe one more. The top here. So fun. And then a little bit of green, maybe there's mint or something in there. I don't know, you guys, for all the bartenders probably cringing out there. I don't know what goes in these drinks, but I know what looks pretty. And for the stick, I think I'll do like a dark brown stick. I'm gonna let that dry a tad bit. Maybe you can kind of see it in the drink here. Want it to be a little bit. And then let's see if this is dry. I'm just gonna hit it really quick with my little blower here, just for a second. Isn't this fun? Okay, I think that's pretty dry. What I wanted to do was go in to the glass with the other half of this pineapple. There we go. Something like that. So pretty. And let's see, what else do we need? Do we need maybe a straw? Should we put a straw in there? How about if we do a straw for this? coming out. Now that's wet again. So let me dry it again real quick. These little things are really handy, by the way. See if that helped. Meanwhile, while I let that dry just another little bit, I think I will just do a tiny bit of maybe shadowy look down here. Something like that. Just to give a feel of a little bit of a shadow. Maybe a shadow here. So I'm just going across first with a little bit of Payne's Gray, and then I'm washing and rinsing my brush and just softening that edge. Like that. Just a fun shadow. And let's go back on here. I kind of lost those dark edges. So let's add a little bit more of those in. Really wanted to get that feel of ice cubes in there. There we go. And let's see how the white gouache, just to give us a little bit of a shine on the glass. So I'm gonna go into my white gouache. This is titanium white. And let's add a highlight here. Now that would have shown up a lot more if I would have done that side dark. I could even do it here, but that's still wet, so I'm gonna wait. Maybe a little bit on our glass here. We could do maybe a little white there. Something like that. I'm just playing now. I feel like I want a little deeper pink there. Let's see if we can add, now hopefully I'm not going to ruin this right now because I'm kind of liking how this all looks, but let's just do a tiny bit of, ooh yeah, I like that. So I really like this. I'm pretty happy with this cocktail series. I think that'll be really fun for the holidays. I hope you guys give this a try. As you can see, I'm always having fun with stuff like this. Let's see. Just do a little bit there. That might be a little dark. And a little bit there. Just to create a little bit of value. Maybe this could even be dark instead of white. Ooh, like that. Look at that. That's that Prussian blue. Yeah, I kind of like that. Maybe the rim of the glass. Kind of just pulls it out a bit. This is the beauty of watercolors that I just love so much, is you can always just build those layers and build those layers. Let's go over this just to see what it does. I'm going to use some Prussian blue. I tried white, but really I should have had a darker, darker color to begin with. Something like that. I don't know. Let's see, what else? Is there anything else we should maybe do here? I think we're pretty set. I'm liking this. I think it's a lot of fun. Maybe darken the cherries a tiny bit. And that's the beauty of layers, guys. You can just keep adding to it. Maybe darken the little leaves. Let's see. So I'm just using a more concentrated pigment here. Oh, and we didn't do our little straw there. Let's do our little straw. How about we do, what color would be pretty with all this? Maybe a green, lime green straw. I'm getting kind of crazy. So I'm going to put some of my yellow green in here from my Lang palette, maybe a little tree green. And then we can always mix in, ooh, that's pretty, the Cocktail series green. And let's do, hopefully this is all dry, and let's just do a little straw maybe sticking out here. Because the straws were always kind of the fun part, weren't they? And you can see it go in here. But I might want to just tone that down a bit because it is in the cup. So I don't want it to really be the same brightness as it might be outside. How fun is that, you guys? Don't you just want to go make a drink now? All right, well, I think I'm about done. You know, I tend to keep playing with stuff because I just have so much fun. And the more layers, you know, a lot of times, all of a sudden, it's like you add something, you're like, oh my gosh, that was perfect. So that's why a lot of times I just kind of let myself go. And you could really add on layers and layers and layers. But I think I'm done there. All right, well, I hope you enjoyed that. Check out her cocktail series. I'll link it below, and I'll link, I used my Lang paints below. They're really pretty, and I think they're going to be really fun for some ornaments and things during the holidays. So there you go. There's my brush set. There might be a few left. You can check that out. There's 5 of them. And I hope you have fun. You could, you know, you guys, see, here I go. You could even do some sparkles here, or maybe a metallic. Oh, I'm getting out of control here. Mirror series. I might even add mirror series, some of that. Oh my gosh, that actually, I'm sorry. I got to do it. Let's get some of that. If you guys are done, go ahead, and that was good enough for you. But how fun to put this on the ice cubes, right? Oh my gosh, you guys, look at that. For some of you that don't like that, ooh, that totally looks like ice cubes. Look at that. Oh my gosh. See? Sometimes you just got to walk away and come back. Now I can get carried away with these, so I got to watch it. All right, I swear I am for sure done now. Have fun, you guys. Thanks so much for being here and a part of my community. You guys just make this so much fun for me. I love it. I love the requests you guys send me. And let's keep having fun here. All right, happy painting.